All right, let's just get right into it. If there's one thing we've all learned recently, it's that live streaming for churches, well, it's not just a temporary fix anymore, right? It's not a nice to have. It has become this permanent, really core part of modern ministry. Think of it like a digital sanctuary, one that reaches way beyond the physical walls of the church building.
And hey, if you're not totally convinced, get this. 1/3. A full 33% of all churchgoers found their current house of worship online. I mean, that's not a small number. That is a huge shift in how people are actually finding and connecting with a faith community.
So that really begs the question, doesn't it? If a third of your potential new members might meet you online for the very first time, what's that first impression like? Is it welcoming? Is it clear and professional? Or is it something else? And that's exactly what we're going to break down here. Okay, so first things first, we've got to wrap our heads around this new reality. Hybrid worship isn't just some passing trend. It's the standard now. The lines between your in-person congregation and your digital one, they've basically disappeared. And the ministries that are really succeeding are the ones serving both audiences with the same level of care.
And what's so interesting when you look at the data here is that we're not talking about a tiny little fraction of people. Nearly half of all adults who connect with religious services are doing it either completely online or in some kind of hybrid way. And what does that mean? It means their expectations have totally changed. A shaky phone camera with muffled audio, that just doesn't cut it anymore. People are looking for a smooth, accessible experience.
And honestly, nothing brings this home better than this quote from Tina. This is what it's all about. It's not just about stats and numbers, it's about people. For members like her, who might be homebound or elderly or even just traveling, a solid, reliable live stream is their only real connection to their community. It's an absolutely essential tool for making sure everyone feels included.
So, okay, if that digital first impression is that important, what really separates a basic amateur stream from a truly professional one? Well, it pretty much all boils down to the platform you choose. Let's really get into what that difference looks like and, build the case for why it's worth moving beyond those free public options.
Okay, so on one side, you've got the public social platforms. Sure, they're free, but you're paying for it in other ways. You lose control. You've got random third-party ads popping up. Your stream's fate is in the hands of some algorithm. You can barely brand anything. And the chat, oh man, it can be a huge distraction. But then on the other side, a professional platform gives you this focused, secure, completely ad-free experience that lives on your website with your rules and your branding. The bottom line is, you own the entire experience.
And this is what we mean when we say professional. It's not just a buzzword. It means stability, thanks to these powerful content delivery networks that pretty much eliminate buffering. It means you have full control with a white label player, which is just a fancy way of saying it has your church's logo, not somebody else's. It means you can easily embed it right on your own website, get real analytics to understand your audience, and have built-in tools for donations. And maybe most importantly, you get 24/7 human support. Because let's be real, tech problems don't just happen Monday to Friday.
All right, so that's the what and the why. And I know it might sound like a lot, but the how is actually super straightforward. Let's walk through a simple blueprint that really any church, no matter the size, can follow to create a professional-level broadcast.
Yeah, it really just boils down to these 5 steps. 1, you make a plan. You figure out your goals, what you really need. 2, you choose a platform that helps you hit those goals. 3, you get your setup ready, your camera, your mics, and an encoder, which is basically the thing that gets your video all set to go out on the internet. 4, and this is so important, you test everything before you go live. And finally, 5, you go live and you actually engage with that online audience. See, it's a simple, repeatable process that takes all the stress out of streaming and really empowers your volunteers.
Now, out of all those steps, you could argue that number 2, choosing your platform, is the most critical. It's the foundation for everything else you're going to do. So let's zoom in on that one for a sec and talk about how to make the absolute best choice for your ministry. Really, you need to balance 4 key things. First, think about the viewer's experience. Does it offer smooth playback? Are there accessibility features like captions? Second, what about control and safety? Can you manage privacy settings and moderate the comments? Third, are there growth tools? Will it help you reach more people or integrate donations easily? And finally, the operational reality. Is it actually easy enough for your volunteers to use every single Sunday? And is there support available on a weekend when you're most likely to need it?
So, to make all this a little less abstract, let's look at a real-world example. We're going to check out a platform that's been designed from the ground up to meet all these professional criteria specifically for churches.
Let's take a look at Dacast.
So what is Dacast? Simply put, it's an all-in-one solution that gives churches all those professional tools we've been talking about. It's built from the start to give you total control over your stream. Everything from the branding to the delivery, making sure you have a high-quality experience for your viewers no matter where they are in the world.
And here's exactly how Dacast delivers on those key points we just went over. It gives you that white label player, so you have full branding control. It uses top-tier delivery networks, like Akamai, which basically means no buffering. It automatically records your stream, which lets you build up an entire sermon library. It has that all-important 24/7 support for total peace of mind, and it builds donation tools right into the stream. You see, it's directly solving the core challenges we've been talking about.
You know, a really common myth is that professional automatically means super expensive. But if you look here, you'll see that platforms like Dacast have tiered plans that are actually designed to be affordable. So whether you're a tiny church just starting out or a huge ministry with multiple campuses, there are real options that can fit your budget and grow right along with you.
So let's end with this one thought. Your online presence, this digital sanctuary that you're building, it's here to stay. It's become a permanent, vital extension of your ministry, and it's the new front door for your community. So the question really isn't if you should take it seriously anymore. The real question is, who are you trusting with the keys?